Hello and welcome to another StartProto tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about StartProto's quotes and RFQs. RFQs are requests for quotes, and they're usually where our customers start their process of quoting. What you can do is you can get an RFQ, and these contain no actual part or routing information, but they are submitted or entered into the application. They can be submitted via our web quote portal. So if you want to see what that looks like, you can go over into your business setup and then view the quoting tab. And then underneath web quote RFQ form, you can actually see the form preview where a customer or potential customer can fill out quote details, including their reference number, the requested delivery date, the items or multiple items, and upload part drawings and requested quantities. What this does is it streamlines your process of getting part information into the system, and you can even add custom fields to the line items in case you do a particular kind of finishing in-house and you want to let them choose if that's the finishing they want, or if you want to go a different option. You can also let them copy the link and send this to your customer right in an email. You can also embed this into your website. But to kind of quickly look at the RFQ process, you can also make them yourself. So if I come in here and hit new RFQ, I can go ahead and hit heavy duty metals, and then we'll just go ahead and add a random part number into here, and then notes on the item that they've sent me. And then we can upload any specific files to this line item that they've sent us, and then some quantities. So maybe 10, 50, 100. And so now this is our third RFQ, and we can hit confirm. And it's a super simple way to kind of earmark RFQ from a customer when you make these in app. If this is a new customer, again, they can enter in all this information through the portal. The next step here is you can hit convert to quote, and that'll actually let us convert this bracket over into an actual quote. So if I want to, I can match these items. If this item already existed inside the system, I can match it to an existing item. But for now, I'm going to do a new blank item, and I'm going to go ahead and save it as a make item. So I'm going to hit confirm and save. Now this quote is quote number 7, where we have BYQ bracket and the quantities they've requested. And I'm going to go ahead and hit confirm on quote number 7. I'll hit view details on this, and now we have our new bracket and a quote number. And this is really just where the quoting process begins. If I come back, I can actually create a brand new quote. Our quotes have several stages to help you manage the life cycle of quotes. They will always start in a draft stage, then move over into sent. Once you've marked a quote as sent, you can set an expiration date in case a quote is going to expire and you want to make sure that after 60, 90 days, since this pricing is no longer valid, that quote automatically gets expired. You can mark a quote as closed once. This way you can track your business and how much volume you're winning in a particular month or with a particular customer. And then you can track your close loss. So maybe the customer got back to you and said, hey, you've been priced out of this one. You can close and lose that quote and just mark it as no longer a potential revenue source. If I want to hit create new quote, I can create a new quote in the system as well without needing an RFQ. I just hit create new quote. It gives me a sequential quote number there at the top. I can add custom fields to quote in case there's different data points I want to store on every single quote. And then I can hit add items on the right here, and that add items button will let me select a part from my part library. If I've already made this component, I can go ahead and select it, or I can hit brand new make item, hit here in the top right, and make a brand new item. There's a couple options here. I can go ahead and just add a random component here and hit save, and I'm good to go. I don't have to add any additional information, which is really nice because sometimes we need to quote things really quickly. I also can come in here and hit new make item and actually add an entire routing to this item. So I can either add operation and start from scratch, or a really nice thing, and it's common amongst a lot of our customers, is to hit clone operation and bring operations either over from our templates here at the top or from an existing part. For now, I'm going to bring over these 3 operations from these existing components. And now I can choose my setup and run times here. So I'm going to do a setup time of 40 minutes for every operation, and then a run time of 15 minutes for every operation. And those run times can be pulled over from cloned operations if you have them set. In this case scenario, we did not. Last operation I want to add here is a QC step where I can actually come in here and add quality control. You can see this one pulled over the run rate, and the same thing goes here. Let's set in some generic times. And then we can see here under this saw cut operation, we already have material selected. So I want to go ahead and hit confirm on this component. And now I know this component has roughly the routing I expected to take. And I can come in here and check on price options and price rules, hit edit, and get a live view here of what the cost breakdown takes to make this part. So here I can actually see underneath my fuel chamber inlet, I've got a saw cut, lathe, mill, QC, and it's going to cost me $284 to produce this part with the material that's already in there. If I want to come in here and make any changes to that item, I can just come over and pop open this item in a new tab and begin editing and making more changes to this cost breakdown. So if I come back and decide this pricing is not where I want it, I can come in here and always make those adjustments. For now, I think this is going to work, and I'll go ahead and add some price rules in. So I want to go ahead and guarantee that I get a margin of 50% on this component. So that's going to go ahead and tell me my unit price for this is going to be $568. Just for a round number, I'll make it $570. That's a margin of 50.15. I'll take that. And then we'll do another quantity break here where for 10, we'll set a margin here of, we'll put in a number of 500, and that gives us a margin of 80%. So that's good for me. I'll go ahead and leave that with those price rules, and then hit save on this quote and hit confirm. Oh, who is this quote for? And then I'll go ahead and hit confirm. And then from this quote page, we can do a couple things. We can copy a link, and that link gives us a way to view the quote through a portal. Our customers don't have to log in or anything to view that. We can just share that link with them. We also have ways to watch quotes. So for example, here I wanted to watch this quote for any changes and modifications that someone might make. I can go ahead and watch that. Now, anytime there's a modification or comment on this quote, I will be able to see that that comment has been left behind. And then if I really want to, I can just print this quote off, and this printed quote will give us a PDF, and I can change the way this PDF looks by changing these toggles in the print settings. For now, I think that's a good overview of quotes. If I want to, I can convert this quote directly into a sales order when we're ready, so we can make sure that we're producing these parts as soon as we get the order. If you guys have any more questions or want to book a demo, you can do so on the website. Look forward to hearing from you and seeing you on the next one. Thank you.